Hello everyone. Welcome to another Revivol webinar series. Today we are going to talk about something that every revenue manager here has experienced once. The year doesn't fall in one month. It drifts quietly. Numbers look acceptable, forecasts look reasonable, and yet at the end of the year the outcome is not what it should have been. Correct? That usually doesn't happen because demand was weak. It happened because the signal across the year were never read together. Today, I am going to show you how our experienced revenue team read the four views of RevEvolve: annual summary, forecast, pickup, and seasonality as one connected system. So let me quickly open annual summary widget for you. So here is the snapshot where you can see annual summary widget, and this is how annual summary widget look like. So in annual summary widget, we have 12 month of on the book data broken down into occupancy, rooms, ADR and revenue with STLY same time last year, LY last year, the budget and the forecast. Here we have all our forecast on the drop down. So, why this matter? This is where many teams makes their first mistake. They look at the OTB in isolation here. They see the OTB isolation, but OTB only has meaning when compared against what we expected means budget, what we saw at the time last year means STLY, and where the year finally landed last year and where the system believes we will end up. So that will be our forecast, right? For example, here we can see March occupancy is 9% and the STLY is we'll see it is 2%. So as compared to STLY, currently we are ahead, right? So this looks weak at a first glance, but an experienced RM will immediately ask, is this normal for March at this time of the year? That's where comparison comes in. Here you can see a graph, a chart graph. Here you see the gray line, right? So this is a plot of OTB revenue, forecast revenue, and budget revenue, right? So this is critical because revenue management is not about absolute numbers. It's about trajectory versus expectations. So when OTB crosses this budget, this gray budget line early, so we gain pricing power, we protected rate, and we avoid unnecessary discounting, right? And if the OTP stays below the budget, like in our current case, so we do not need to be panic. We respond in the controlled simulation guided by pickup and seasonality, right? Looking at these two widgets, the two questions comes into my mind. The first one is, if on the book is low, should we already worried? So the answer is not immediately. Low OTP only becomes a problem when it is also behind the same time last year and the forecast is decreasing. If OTP is behind the budget but ahead of STLY, right, which is not our current case. So the issue is timing, not demand. Acting early in this situation usually destroy rate. The second question that comes in my mind is, why does the budget look unreachable in some months even when the demand exists? Here you can see system is about 68% for Jan and we closed at 68% same. But last year we have done 74% because many budgets are front loaded while actual demand builds later on. We can see our early January usually of any year will be a little bit low. So the dashboard shows whether the budget gap is structural or simply misaligned with booking behavior. Reacting to the front loaded budget with discount is one of the most common revenue mistakes. So that's why the annual summary budget answers one question clearly: is this year structurally strong, structurally weak, or uneven? Everything else in this webinar builds on that same answer. So let's see how the forecasts look like. Now that we understand where the year stands, the next question is simple: where it is actually headed. So this is where forecast come in, not as a prediction, but as a risk assessment. So I don't start by looking at the highest number. I start by looking at the distance between OTB and all our forecasting, right? So the gap tells me how much of the year is still expected to convert and how much confidence the system has in the demand, like in the future demand. So here we can see on the book system forecast, user forecast, NOAA forecast, and budget, right? So here we were comparing on the book what is already secured, system forecast, data driven expectations, user forecast, which is human judgment, NOAA forecast, which is behavior based intelligence, and the budget, which is the target we are working towards. So each forecast reflects a different level of risk tolerance. Here we can see the system forecast is for the 90 days and NOVA forecast is for the 365 days. So what the data here telling us is that in multiple months on the book is clearly behind the budget. That alone does not trigger the action. What matter in this is forecasts remain closer to the budget than OTB does. So that tells me demand is expected later, not absent. So using this graph of forecast tab versus OTB chart, if you look at the chart here, it will be the like 0 means today's and today date, and for the past 30 days how our forecast versus OTB chart look like. So here you can see in this chart you will notice something important. On the book climbs steadily. Here you can see it is climbing, right? And it will climbing till the arrival approaches, and forecasts stay relatively stable, like this two forecast is remain steadily, right? That tells us the system already expected this pickup and the gap is normal booking behavior. We are not late yet, so when the forecasts start bending downwards while OTB stay flat, that's when the concern begins. So here, February 2nd, 2026, our OTP is 59, our NOAA forecast is 64, and our system forecast is 67. We can see it is closely aligned. So that's why this forecast versus OTP chart for 0 to past 30 days, we can clearly see the stability of the forecast and the OTP increases. So let's now move into the pickup. Here from snapshot, you can see pickup widget over here. So this is our pickup. We have 1 day, 3 day, and 7 day with the 1 day forecast change, 3 day forecast change, and 7 day forecast change window. Before reading any of these numbers, one thing needs to be very clear is all these forecast change are not picked up from bookings alone. These changes reflect movement in the system forecast. For example, 1 day forecast change, the value comes, let's do as of date first from here, and to the second date or second Feb, the change or the bookings we got, the bookings cancelled. So we got all this data for the last 24 hours in our forecast change. Like what is the first Feb system forecast and what is our second Feb system forecast. The variance between these two dates, this 1 day gap, is what 1 day forecast change. Likewise, this is 3 day forecast change and this is 7 day forecast change, right? So all this forecast change with their pickups gives us in such combinations, like if positive pickup plus negative forecast change, then it means the bookings came in but not at the right rate or pace. This is often a warning sign of price dilution. If low pickup plus stable or positive forecast change means demand is still expected later. This is not a problem, it's delayed conversion. Then we have third case, which is negative pickup plus negative forecast change. So what that means is this is where the concerns start. Demand is not only slow, it is being revised downwards, right? Here we have 1 day and 7 day graph for both of the values. Here we can see for the 7 day pickup change and 7 day pickup for 7 day variance, and this is for 1 day variance. So likewise, this widget helps a revenue manager to see whether the pickup is accelerating for the month or it is declining for the end of the month or the first of the month. So looking at this widget, one can say how the rate should be for the next day, next 3 days, or for the next 7 days. Looking at the past data, we can do our strategy best. Then here we can see a seasonality widget. Okay. So what seasonality shows over here, you can see for 2022 when the property onboards to 2026, the current year, we have all the month total revenue, occupancy and ADR. So currently we'll see about the revenue. So this is where many hotel understands why last year felt difficult even if revenue looked fine. Seasonality shows which month structurally outperforms and which month are always struggling, or which month flip behavior year to year, right? So here we can see the range from less than -30% till a greater than 25%. We can see on January, I think no, February 2026, there was a less 30% revenue generated. So how this changes pricing behavior? Strong months should reach budget earlier, carry higher ADR tolerance, and require fewer promotions. And the weaker months should not be judged by absolute, we can say, occupancy. Should be judged by trend improvement year over year. So here we can see in the revenue, the occupancy and ADR. We'll see ADR first. The previous year 2025, we'll see our ADR is consistent for first 3 of month. Then we have $63 for April to 67 till August. Then we have 62 again, and then we have $63, 62 and $58. So seeing this, one can see that seasonality is not the calendar base, it is like a behavior base, right? So, and when the pricing ignores seasonality, the strong months get diluted and the weak months get over discounted. So this is the mistake every revenue team should be taken care of, and that's how hotel loses revenue quietly. So seeing all these widgets, the annual summary tells us where the year stands, the forecast tells us where it is heading, and the pickup tells us how fast it's moving. The pickup acceleration, the 1 day, 3 day, and 7 day pickup, how it's accelerate and how it's declining. And the seasonality tells us how it should behave. So using all this individually, this all the views are informative and together they form a revenue decision system, right? This is how Revivol helps revenue teams, revenue manager to take decisions and stop reacting early and start anticipating and price the year with the confidence. So thank you for joining today's session. We look forward to helping you read the year before it happens. If you want to look such informative and insightful widgets, visit revivol.ai and schedule your demo today. See you in the next session. Thank you.